The one parcel will be what was typically the roundhouse mill parcel, property. The second parcel will be a new parcel that, will be on its own so that you can try to develop a commercial matter, not one parcel, but two parcels. So what I have, might make things a little easier. Broad maps that we have. What it is this will be one lot. It doesn't own these two. And the rest, this is the old roundhouse mill. So that would be one lot. These are be the same. One lot, roundhouse mill lot. That way you can develop this, these he doesn't own, and then develop this in a separate second.
Does that mean all the side requirements?
We got, that's Roy, that's where we went and got all the variances. Roy, right?
ZBA.
Yep. Certain amount.
And what he's been doing right now, I don't think we're gonna be moving pretty quick. He's been doing, the city knows this, pretty extensive cleanup. It's not in the best shape right now. So he's been spending a lot of time cleaning the area up, just cleaning it. We really haven't done much development at this point, just getting it more cleaned up.
So will he come back for other plans, like when plans develop?
Well, I think if once we get, if we're gonna do some developing, Roy, we might have to come back for a site plan review. Would that be
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
Yeah, but this is at this point just to do the subdivision.
Right, to go up the property, for the one property you can do. Does anybody have questions on this one? Good, Bill. All right, I have a motion to approve the site plan review for, I'm sorry, the lot subdivision for 41 Elm Street. I'll make it. Mike, and I guess Jamie did the second. Second. All right, any further discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. 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 Anyone opposed? All right, motion carried.
Andy, I'll leave you the maps for you,
Yeah.
for them to get stamped and signed.
Okay.
I'll give you
You
this.
need me if you want me to come back.
Also, that'll be, 14 minute.
Yeah.
I've already talked to the county about it. That subdivided lot will be 14.
Just give me that.
Yeah.
This will be 14 Vanat,
Gotcha,
and that's for sale.
gotcha, okay,
But we talked to the city.
all right.
You can sign that one.
So
Okay, thank you.
if you'll just get me a new plat that I can,
No map?
new plat that I can stamp and approve as one.
Yeah, I left them all here. So
Alright,
once
so-
I get one, I'm gonna give you.
All right, and then I gotta stamp and approve it, then I gotta take it over to the county clerk.
Yep.
To get it
So
filed.
I bought about 3 maps. Once I get them all stamped and approved, I'll get you a copy.
Thank you.
Okay?
Oh, thanks, Fran.
Thanks.
All right, we're gonna go on to agenda item number 2 next, for Kellogg Road, land shapes construction, and site plan approval to construct a loading dock. It's on here to talk about that. Tell us who you are and what you want to do, and kind of run through your application.
So I'm Robert Landshapes Construction. We are looking to modify the existing Buccaneers facility on the southwest corner. There used to be a tanker location for removal of old product from that there. Once we evaluated the building, it seems like the best modification for that building to add 4 loading docks to that southwest corner.
Right.
Would be right in that existing loading dock area, so we don't even have to come outside the building footprint anymore.
Okay.
There's already a concrete slab there for improved parking of the trucks in that area, and we don't even have to extend the blacktop anymore.
So it doesn't sound like you're gonna be a secret mark, you're not changing.
We're really gonna stay inside the footprint of the building and stuff like that now at this point.
All right, questions from our planning commission? No. straightforward, yeah. All right, I have a motion to approve the site plan review for 34 College Road. Chris, second. Second. Okay, Chris. All right, any further discussion? All right, all those in favor of agenda item number 234 Kellogg Road, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, motion carried. Good luck.
I think it,
I have you sign something here. You sign that one? Thanks.
We're going to the number of.
thank you.
Just, yeah.
All right, yeah, we're going to site plan review for 3739 Fort Watson Street, called Galaxy site plan approval for a wall sign on the northeast side of the building.
An elevation.
I know, can you just kind of give us a little background? What's what you want to do?
So my first name is Aaron Baker, and the sign
Give me
is
some new drawings.
actually,
No, I should have
it's
done.
already on the building now. It's pretty worn down. So the footprint, it makes sense to utilize it.
Yeah, I got,
And
just give me a second, just give me a new drawing.
store, John Swinsley,
I
the
should probably-
executive office, looking inside there. So Paul Gallows, the landlord. Yeah, yep.
So you just, I think he's just gonna put it on the existing blank opening.
Right, not gonna be any bigger than that.
Yeah.
My only concern, you've got the offices for that in that building?
Yeah, so they're using them for bookkeeping, accounting, and then just actually the offices. The store is just too small for anything other than people.
I looked at the picture of the sign, it looks like it fits in with, you know, color scheme and stuff over there. Um,
There's no lighting.
No,
Just for what was going on.
Oh, sure. Yeah, right.
You got that be, I was trying to find it, would that be allowed if they weren't on site, Roy?
No, probably not. Well, it's it's essential business. And,
Isn't there something you can't have
no,
external
not necessarily,
sign for another?
not necessarily, but again, it's there on site there, so.
That was my only concern.
So, yeah, your office is in that.
My biggest concern was the DOT, but the county didn't, do you guys have this? in your
Yeah,
phone?
it's in that thing, yeah.
The
Yeah,
county didn't have any problem with
no
it.
problem with it. I trust their better judgment. All right, further discuss, well, can I have a motion to approve this sign first? Sure. Chris Ryan,
I'll make a motion.
second? I'll second.
Second.
Can I second what?
Nobody wanted their name on it. That's right.
No. Anybody? All right, further discussion.
I think it was.
Yeah. All right, all those in favor of the sign, say. Opposed? All right, motion carried. All right, good luck.
Sign that here.
Oh, sixty-seven, kind of related. You can do that.
So is that next, 6 and 7?
Well, I don't know. You need 6 and 7, but 6 and 7 are kind of related. They're like the same. They're
yeah.
all about the belt.
I gotta see if anyone's on for this, so give me a second.
Okay, so
We've got somebody present for number 7. Or
That's-
for number 6,
6.
the interior
Oh, okay.
portion. I made a mistake there.
Oh, that's okay.
Number 6.
You're the sign, right? Not the interior.
No, all the way in the back.
Yeah, she's the sign, not the
Oh,
interior.
all right. I'm
Oh, she is the side, but she was
Excuse my-
interior.
Yeah, I apologize.
All right, well, let's do the sign. So we'll do the sign first. All right. So our next agenda item is site plan review for 146 Clinton Ave. And I'm going to call you Ramia Cassis and of Cassis Superior Signs on behalf of Valvoline. Seek site plan approval for the installation of 25-foot pole sign.
And Rania Cassis from Superior Signs, representing Valvoline. They're looking to install a new, pole sign, we open to the variance review meeting. And they wanted us to revise it to make it smaller. Obviously, it was a 25-foot sign. They didn't want to get approved. So we did revise the size.
Also, it is going to be, that was one of my questions.
Yeah, we revised it to be 8 feet high.
And that works for you guys as far as your requirements are concerned?
Yeah, we worked with, I'm working through a national sign company, so
Okay,
we worked with them and, Valvoline to shrink it a little bit to help you.
It cannot be a pole sign without a variance. They did not give it a variance.
we didn't get the variance for the bigger sign. Okay,
So we just revised the sign,
Okay.
make it a ground.
all right.
Do we have any of that?
Yes.
They- So if it's over the 30, if it's over the square footage, they're gonna have to go back to the ZBA to get approved for,
Yes, I think what I read, 16 square feet is the maximum that can be, if I read that correctly, maximum to the, private. For the site plan review.
It's 8 foot tall. 6 foot wide.
Says one. No go. This one, good day.
No, it's like a picture of what's there.
Oh, okay.
That's actually there.
Oh, yeah, the existing one, yeah.
I thought that was.
So Roy, this is the criteria for size of the sign, like as far as the city.
so as long as it's under 8 foot, it's not a pole sign anymore.
Oh, I see. Okay.
However, it's gonna be over the square footage, so she's gotta go back to get an area variance.
Okay. So it's a shorter sign, but it's still square foot wide, it's bigger, so that's why you need the.
Yes.
Okay. Now that would be going through the ZBA, right?
Yeah. But they didn't approve it because I don't know whether you guys remember back when we were going through the new comprehensive plan stuff, and one of the things that the gentleman from EDR said is our thing is intimidating and it's just pole signs are nuts. Remember saying that?
Yeah, I think I remember.
And everywhere you go on that street, we've got pole signs. It
Right.
doesn't look like anybody's ever managed the fact that, you know, you're not supposed to have one within 300 feet of another one. So they turned that area variance down and she addressed it. Now it's no longer a pole sign, but it does exceed the square footage of a ground sign.
Okay. So what we're looking for today is a approval of the site plan review. The fact that you still have to go back to the ZBA to get approval for the square footage here, right, side, that's the bigger than what's allowed. And
Yeah, she's gonna go back and get approval for the square footage, yes.
okay, but you're not here at all for the interior work,
No,
right?
I think that's one of the guys online here.
Oh, okay, we'll catch time for that. All right, further discussion before we take a vote. Anybody want to know any more about the sign? I mean, it sounds like it's shorter, but it's still maxed out the square footage requirement.
These are context of what's there, that we have a little shorter.
The intention, yeah, I agree.
Is it Visions? It's across the street.
Yeah.
It's consistent with that, with the Vision sign that's across the street, that's lower as well.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that they brought up here. It's not as intimidating as the pole signs.
No.
All right,
Truthfully, the Starbucks sign should have been there.
yeah, Starbucks.
I wasn't around to manage it. So.
Yeah, I remember that one, and sure that here. All right, do we have a motion to approve the site plan review for the sign at 146 Clinton Ave with the understanding that it still has to be approved by CBA for the Wait, what? Mike, all right, Mike's gonna make a motion, I get a second. Seconded, all right, Jim. All right, further discussion. All right, all those in favor of the sign, 146 Clinton, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, motion carried.
Thank you for
All right, good luck with
that.
it. Yeah. When is their meeting? Is, the next meeting is for that? Probably next month, right?
October.
Yeah. I should know.
No, CBA would be the last week of October,
Last week in October, CBA, 28.
October 28th.
All right, number five. We only get to,
Well, the other, couple of the other inside,
well,
when we love that house here.
is anyone else here for a site plan review? We're just trying, people are here, like, get.
So I think the guy from Valvoline, the second part of Valvoline is here. Are you
Yes,
here?
yes, I'm here.
Well, let's go ahead and,
Doran Meyer, Organic Architecture.
all right, run the site plan review again for 146 Clinton, same address, this time.
So the ZBA did approve that
They
portion.
approved everything there.
Yeah, because they're mostly
Well,
the exterior facade of the building. Yeah, well, they're gonna do some changes, but it's not.
Yeah, not gonna really affect the building.
Sorry.
All right, since the gentleman's online, maybe you have questions for him?
You don't have any problems with the MAQ? As far as what they show, maximum level quantities, it seems like it's all pretty much similar to what was there.
The maximum amount of quantities?
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it as it's a, somebody asked me this question, it's a combustible liquid, it's not a flammable liquid. And it's mostly waste oil, which is even, yes,
I think the antifreeze or the window washer is probably flammable.
yeah, it might be a little over it, but it's not no more than.
As long as you're good with it.
I'm okay. I mean, we don't even. The question came up is this, he applied for an operating permit, and I looked at it, and none of really what he has is over the maximum level. That makes it a commercial occupancy.
And it's non-sprinkling, correct?
Doesn't have fire.
All right, any questions for the gentleman from Valvoline, his internal changes?
It's internal and external, so the external of the building.
Okay, yeah,
Just want to make it look, so they are doing some changes to the facade, that's what it's.
oh, okay, all right.
Oh, and they moved the parking too. They moved they already moved the handicap parking to the back of the building, right?
Yes, because initially the building, the lobby to the building was at the front of the site off of Clinton, but we put the lobby in the back. So now we're actually able to access the accessible parking that's back there. that
They
we're
also
putting in.
changed.
Because there was
Yes.
no accessible parking at the site, and you would have to travel from the front of the building to the back of the building to get to it. So we just made it more accessible, and we're painting the building and shifting the front door 3 inches to the right.
Yeah. Good problem. Does anyone have questions? Very good. All right, can I get a motion then to approve, the fifth item that we looked at tonight, the site plan review for 146 Clinton Ave in terms of, getting Valvoline seeking a site plan approval for, interior, renovations along with some exterior changes. That's something like Chris Pepple, second. Awesome. Like Chris Ryan. All right, further discussion. All right. All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, motion carried.
Joe, I made a mistake as I was checking with folks. If we could go next to what's listed as item 4, site plan review for
89 Mount Main Street, sure. All right, sorry. We're all set. Please don't know.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so our next item is gonna be 89 Main Street, Jeremy Style, seek site plan approval for the replacement of front doors, facade, and lighting.
So just looking to clean up the facade on the front of the building, put storefront on there, new entrance door.
I looked at your notes, you did go to the historical review board, right? That was the thing, I was most concerned because being in a historical district, they want, you know, they don't put their rubber stamp. Now, so glad to see that it's already taken care of.
That paperwork should already be.
Yeah, yeah, it's in there. But that was my first question. I started reading through the application. I've been at the historical review board. But it looks like everything's there, eyes and T's are crossed, so it's good. All right, is there anything else you want to tell us about the plan? I mean, just sound like.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Clean it up and put
It's
some
gonna
fun
look
on there.
it's gonna look nice, yeah.
Yep.
All right, can I get a approval for 89 Main Street? Well, before we did, what about the lighting? What we do during the discussion session? How's that gonna change? I mean,
It's just gonna be some down lighting. That's
down lighting, like two stack on
Yep.
lights or something like that.
Sure, for that.
Yeah, figured they probably did it, okay. I should have waited until the discussion. Anyway, does anybody want to approve or make a motion to approve the site plan review for 89 Main Street?
I'll make that motion.
Jim Waffle, second.
I'll second.
All right, Mike. All right, now for the discussion. This is when I should discuss the lighting. Sorry. Didn't nervous and stuff.
Are you gonna put any lights in that alleyway?
Wasn't planning on it at this point in time.
But the mayor said the city point the elegance, but I didn't want to say for pedestrians, but I not.
Right.
There was talk about it, but I don't know where it stands. And if we need to, we will.
Well, you do have an entranceway to that one apartment, that side alley, right?
Yes.
You should probably at least light that entranceway.
All right, any further questions from the commission? All right, those in favor of the site plan review for 89 Main Street, say aye. Opposed? All right, motion carried. All right, good luck, you guys.
That's it.
Oh, here comes the truth.
Thank you. Yep.
What we haven't done yet, was the original number one. No, we did two, sorry. I think that-
So I do have someone here for. One River.
So, number nine, it's a site plan review for 1-3 River Street, Andrew Rowley. Raleigh seeks site plan approval to install 4 EV charging stations. I'll tell us a little bit about that.
Eric, are you here? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can hear you.
They're asking if you're ready, so they're on One River Street right now. This is
Okay.
Eric Valentine. He's representing the company doing, are you the EV chargers? Yes,
That's correct.
and you're the person installing them?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so just installing 4 EV chargers, new service from the utility on what I believe would be the northeast corner of the property. So it's just a new 800 amp service panel board, 2 power blocks, and then the 4 power links with a new ADA accessible pathway to the existing sidewalk in front of the building.
And that's not gonna be like permanent parking. People just park their cars, they charge them up and then leave. They're not like gonna be there for any really extended period of time, correct?
Yeah, that's the intent for sure. Yeah, it's not meant to be left overnight, and the chargers have software with them that don't allow that, or they'll incur charges as they sit.
Okay.
So
All right, well,
Is this in the Denny's lot or what?
Yes.
it's where there used to be a gas station there, right? Like,
No, it's Denny's.
oh, it is the Denny's.
yes, sir. Yes.
So it's the northeast corner of Denny's lot. You're gonna continue to own the lot, you're just putting in the power. Charging.
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
There'll be 2 chargers that kind of they're on a 90-degree in the corner, and then there'll be the accessible stall. on the far left side of that smaller parking area.
There's really no change in footprint, because I mean, just the porch.
So you're theoretically taking away parking space.
Yeah, parking, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's up to Denny, but you're taking away 3 full-time parking spaces and you're gonna change into EV parking only. You are changing the parking.
Do they have any other units installed in Cortland?
Not this variety, and not by us. I know there's some Tesla chargers down the road at the Starbucks going in, and then some slower charging level 2s down the road a little ways at one of the hotels on River Street as well.
But you guys are here next month.
All right, any other questions from the commission? Can I get a motion to approve site plan review for 13 River Street? Install 4 EV charging stations. Rich Ryan, second.
I was gonna say, I don't want to come there. It's their second day works. Oh, that's funny.
I will second it once.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't mean to jump.
No, not at all. Okay. So we got first and second.
All the same, must.
Make it easier, I mean.
Further discussion, anyone have any other questions for this gentleman?
Yeah.
All right, all those in
Um,
favor?
When you're done, Eric,
Yes.
so you gotta make sure before you I'm assuming you're running conduit underground in the main building?
We will not go to the main building. No, it'll all go. There'll be a new utility connection outside of the panel board, just right in the green space there. So it'll all be powered separately from the
So
building.
All right, so that's all gonna require a third-party electrical inspection. Our preferred inspectors, Atlantic Inland.
Okay. Atlantic Inland.
I mean, that's our preferred. You can obviously use anybody you want to, as long as they're New York State certified, but we prefer Atlantic Inland.
Okay.
So can we include that, petition in our, motion, like what Roy just stated?
I guess I just have one follow-up question. How long is your lease agreement with Denny's?
I have Ginger on the call too, that can speak to the lease agreement portion of it.
So that's Ginger. I can unmute Ginger too, if you'd like. Hold on. Ginger, I'm gonna unmute you. Oh, she was already muted. That's what I know.
Why?
Oh, she's on her phone, that's why. Trying.
Conditions are here.
There you
Can you
go.
hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yep.
Just wondering about.
Great. So my name is Ginger Bogdan. I'm here with ChargePoint. The term for the license agreement is for 7 years, but there are 5-year renewal terms.
And your company takes care of the maintenance and the upkeep of the units?
Yes, absolutely.
And so we have one more question for you both. Where's the main? If you're not running inside the building, how are you supposed to turn off all of them? Is there gonna be a circuit board or something to turn them all off on?
Yes. Yeah, there's a 800 amp I-line panel, NEMA 3R rated, obviously for being outside, and that can shut off all the chargers.
It'll be labeled.
Yeah, it usually is kind of main shut off. Yep.
All right, just thinking in terms of the fire service, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, any other questions about the charging station or you can turn? We can dig in questions. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion carried.
All right, you guys are all set. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
condition.
Yeah. So I don't think sale fee, I didn't get that. I mean, the dates there were already passed,
Yeah, there.
but they
So-
sold meat out of the parts.
No, they sold meat out of the truck in the parking.
Oh, kind of like the seafood company does.
So so just so you guys know, I've had this discussion with them already. I stopped and said, what are you doing? You're not approved yet.
Right, right.
This should have been, so this, next year, they plan on getting us this application well in advance of when they're trying to sell.
I
Okay.
understand. It's just fun.
So this is just a formality since they've
Yeah.
already.
Okay. Well,
And it obviously went well, didn't cause any accidents, so it's a test for next year.
right. All right, so let's do them first since it's already happened. We're looking for, special use permit for 1-9 Pomeroy Street, Perry. The Eden seeks a special use permit for outdoor sale of meat.
That expires 3 days after whatever, so I just want to make sure, it's not a permanent one, it expires, it's a temporary special use permit.
Temporary. All right, so seeing as it already passed, I have a problem with it. Really? I'm thinking it's already been happening, it's just, if we can put it in a note, encourage the applicant to apply a reasonable amount of time next year. It's gonna do that. I
As long as no one gets sick this year.
Yeah, if somebody gets sick, then it's a whole different problem.
Because actually, I'd actually had a difficult time talking to the gentleman because he was so busy when I stopped to yell. Excuse me, yell's a bad word. When I stopped to render advice.
All right, can I get a motion first of all?
Yeah, we're gonna make a motion on this.
All right, yeah, we got Chris Ryan and Chris Pebble, motion second. Further discussions, it's already taken place. All right, all those in favor, say aye. Any opposed? All right, motion carried. All right, so we're taking care of the outdoor sale, we start. All right, what other we got? We got either Catco or. Which, any preference, Andy, which one will take first?
Your pleasure.
No one else is here. That's for the two projects. And you guys have your choice, any preference? No. Let's do the cap. To me, that sounds like a pretty straightforward one to do. This is on our sheet of paper, number 9. Or we stay number 9, it's the 9th one we've done. Oh, that's your, I'm sorry.
Number 8.
8, yes, you're right. 8.
Formerly number 8.
Formerly number 8, currently number 9, but number 1 in our hearts. Okay, so those things, site plan approval for adding an egress to the rear. My only question is this, right, is that allows an allowable use? I mean, do they do that? I guess that's my question.
So here's the problem. They needed variances because it is not an allowable use.
Not okay.
I mean, the egresses and stuff are, but the building itself is not, it's in an R1.
All residential.
So they did get a variance for expanding a non-conforming use. Because they added to the footprint. So ZBA gave them a variance to make non-conforming use.
Right.
Apparently what happened is New York State came in and did a daycare inspection
Yeah.
and told them every classroom needed a second means of egress. So they've since put a second means of egress in all the upper classrooms. And so there's not only one there, it just gave you new plans that show an additional 2.
Right.
And so that each one of those third floor excuse me,
It's this thing.
it's really the first floor, but you take a step up to get to them.
Right.
Those first 4 classrooms all have a second means of egress.
Okay.
Every classroom. Besides walking into the main corridor, now they have all access to the outside.
They're using it for that.
So it does say 1, but this came after the fact.
Right.
Like a couple weeks after I did all the paperwork and she added the next 2 and I said, don't worry about it, I'll just put it in the same building permit.
So rather than 1 egress, there's gonna be 3, is that what we should have?
Well, there's 3 new egresses
3 new egress.
instead of the 1 off the back. Now there's 2, and the other 2, if you look at the picture I just gave you,
Right, yeah.
they're coming out on both sides of the building as well.
Okay. that meets state requirements.
Yeah, that's what happened, I guess. New York State told them they had to put in additional means.
All right, so can we have a motion to approve, site plan review for 32 North Main, capital seeking?
So that's one, we want to correct that, because it's actually 236 South Main, correct?
Oh,
There is no south. It is 236 Main.
Well, it's
Oh,
not,
oh,
that's not 32 North.
Did I put in that there?
Office, their daycare.
Their office is 32.
So we need to, yeah, Chris said we need to say,
Yeah, change the.
change the address to.
236 Main Street?
Alright,
Yes.
so we're approving the egress changes to 236 South Main Street to meet state requirements. Can we have a motion from somebody for that item?
I'll make that motion.
All right, Jim, give a second. I decided the table's coming through. All right, further discussion or anybody else have any questions? Anybody? We're making things safer.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're gonna use
that.
instead of the
I've
32.
been confused, I think,
Okay.
the last, we've got Catco, CBA, DPW, the address is supposed to be
The address 236 because they're.
That's the work address?
Yeah.
236
South Main, that's where the location is.
Oh.
This is just where the Catco, I think, where they run.
The offices are
The
32.
Got
Okay. So we got a motion, we got a second, further discussion, questions on this one? All right, all those in favor of 236 South Main Street, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion carried, so we're good on that.
Hey, Joe, before we, jump into our final agenda,
Yeah.
I want to introduce our new Director of Administration and Finance, Greenwood. So, Beth held similar positions in two large towns in Albany County. She's a former mayor of the village of Tully. Retired from the United States Navy, was a combat pilot.
Wow.
Other impressive things.
This is right.
Children have gotten both into college, so if they're not.
There's the-
So if you have any, budget requests, you should see her.
All right, great. Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, the guy that does all this paperwork is great.
Glasses.
Yeah.
What's the vision?
Yeah. All right, so I guess we just got that one.
My kids never had these two little weed strips on it, because the president pays them that.
Christopher, Henry, no,
Times 20. Let's keep it in the-
so, what are they? I got a
Lot consolidation.
Consolidated parcels for multi-use development. I went through it, I mean, I think we know from last week what they do, which is help them on their. I'm sure they'll be back to us once they get final.
So the problem is right now is they couldn't apply in it, and I don't know why they did this anyway.
Right.
Because they want you to go through the seeker, and it's good, that seeker is gonna ask you, are there environmental problems on the site?
And there are.
There are, yes, there's leaking tanks on that garden.
What's the impact on the city for that though? Are we live for any of that?
No.
It seemed like it would be the.
The why, the property. It's like,
Really?
yeah,
Interesting. I thought it would have been the initial.
I don't know either, just saying, somebody's gotta clean it up, and that's the problem.
Well, I guess we need to go through their secret.
But they said they wanted to go through it anyway.
All right.
I mean,
So we have to note that.
yeah, when you get to that section about environmental issues, yeah, you have to, because we all, that's why the project stalled.
So my question on the lot consolidation is, is it all contingent upon this moving forward? So if they don't get the funding and this project dies, does the consolidation?
Well, the Y owns it anyway, the Y owns all that property, so it's not gonna hurt it to consolidate it. You know what I'm saying? Because the Y owns the whole darn thing anyway. From what I said, it is gonna move forward. It's just,
Well, other than just. The Y wants to sell the rest of that property. That's not contaminated,
true.
then they have the smaller parcel. that's
So-
contaminated.
I brought this all up. And they said they want it done, so when this does happen, everything's ready to go. That's right, what was, I don't disagree with anything you're saying. Understand that I brought up all these points to him. In fact, me and Andy were all ready to say, let's not do it.
My only concern is when we go through the seeker form, we're gonna have to specify that there's an environmental problem, and we're gonna declare a positive, right?
Yeah,
Declaration, there is an issue here.
I told him all this.
I know, I'm not saying it's not anything you did, I'm just saying, I don't know if they want that to happen, you know what I mean, like, I mean.
Oh, you know what? God, that's so crazy. I have a letter downstairs from them that's what is it? It's a, how did they word it? Promissory cleanup or whatever the heck it is.
Okay.
I have it downstairs. If you'd like me to go grab it, I will. I'm sorry, I forgot the
No, I
name.
mean,
so they probably wanna know, they're planning on addressing it.
Yes, they're definitely planning on just, they're just looking at options, right? This will be cleaned up. So I have a letter from them that said this will be addressed.
Even if we approve it, it's not, they've got more to do before it's official, right? They've still got.
Yeah, they gotta file a plat with me and I gotta approve the plat and then they gotta go to county clerk. So it's not even.
Not binding,
No, it's not.
we're not binding on it.
And they'll have to come through, redo the seeker thing.
Well, they're gonna have to come back for site. Because this is gonna expire in 6 months, so they'll be back in front of you guys in another 6 months anyway. Then we figured in March, that's what we're gonna, so in March, we were gonna do this, we were gonna do it again, it's the mayor March.
6 months from September, October, November, December, January, February, March.
So it was March, so we were gonna do this all in March, when they had to come back to you, because their site plan expires in 6 months.
Oh.
So they gotta come back to you in 6 months anyway, so we can ask them what the status is then. Does that make sense?
Mike just made an interesting point. Don't they have to be here to help us complete this? Because we don't know. I mean, we've heard rumors of what's going on, but we don't know exactly.
Design team would usually fill that.
Every time I've seen you guys go through that list.
We go through the short one. I mean, we're not.
They're usually built, they're usually already answered.
Transportation studies or site water runoffs.
So every time I've seen a secret done by you guys, it's been that long form right there, it's 3.
This is 10 pages long.
Yeah, it's the one I've seen.
About 3 pages.
Yeah.
The short form always comes done by them. The long form, every time I've seen it done, it's
We
been.
do, we do. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll start.
But listen, I'm not trying to, if whatever you guys want to do, if you guys want to, honestly,
I don't want to.
I think it should be tabled till March, to be honest. That's my personal, yeah, that's when they gotta come back for site plan.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Their site plan expires in March. That was my original plan. I said, listen, why don't we just
wait till March.
wait till March and do all this? And they were like,
That makes sense to me. If they're gonna clean everything up and have everything squared away, it's like, why?
but then the guy said, that's not what we want. We want it all done now. And I mean, me and Andy sat there for like 10 minutes and we're like, why? Because that's exactly why. You guys are gonna make a negative declaration.
Well, no, be positive that something's wrong with the area.
Positive.
Right. And that doesn't help them, I wouldn't think.
I don't think so either.
I agree.
Unless there's some remediation that they need to show upon.
Show that they, right. Like some financial assistance to
Yeah.
clean up the site.
I guess maybe my guess is they're still applying and I don't know. Because they said they weren't applying. I don't think it would be that big a deal if you guys tabled it until next month and we could ask them these questions. I could call them.
We could put it on the agenda again and.
I just don't want to slow them.
Yeah, I don't want to slow them down either, but
We can
it
do.
doesn't make any sense.
If they screw that. I'm fine with waiting for that one.
Yeah, I'm good with that too.
Okay.
I was told, I'm just doing what I was told by the client. So-
Yeah. No, I know.
It would be good too, it sounds like someone from,
Should be here to answer any
could
questions.
at least be on the Zoom or here.
Yes.
I don't disagree with any of this.
Yeah.
Just,
Well,
this is all stuff that I questioned when they said, I should just do it anyway. Why? You're not gonna pass a secret.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to pass?
Is everyone okay with what we just talked about? You guys good with that? Just wait till next one, probably. What? I mean, can we, if we did it, we're gonna, not, I didn't seem like.
Can we get an electronic copy of that?
That one?
Benny,
Just
yeah,
the-
the full form, like to just go.
I just downloaded off the DEC website.
DEC has it, okay.
That's why I got that. Printed off these. I mean,
Wow.
usually when I fill them out, I just fill them on the DEC because they're fillable PDF.
Okay. Well, let's do that then. Can I get a motion to table this till next one? All right, Chris Bethel, second.
No, I'll second.
Thanks, Ryan. All right, further discussion. All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carried. All right, the only other thing we have is the minutes from last month. Did anybody see any changes or corrections to the minutes that you want to bring?
I guess just a note in there about Mr. Barton, I want to make sure the way we worded that. I don't know.
That we've given any chance to, it doesn't be in person, it could be, it's gonna be whatever's easier for everybody. We're gonna make sure.
Yeah.
Because we put the deadline date in there, I just want to make sure it's escaping.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we want to change it. but maybe-
100% agree.
Yeah, let me,
Any other changes or corrections to the minutes from last month?
Generation. Problem is.
All right, I have a motion to approve the minutes on our,
hold on just a second, let me, one second, I'm pulling it up, so that's, let me go to that.
yeah.
So, yeah, so Mike, what would you like,
Well, can you just read it? It says November
Yes.
4th.
yeah, so for the decision, I wrote, motion was adopted to table with date certain, November 4th, 2024. With a sketch plan conference to be held prior to said meeting. Pursuant to blah, 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 sections administrative. So. Meaning is, you're gonna take this up November 4th, but before then, we need it. Do you want me to?
No, I think that.
Second, any other further discussion?
I mean, do we need to add this month's meeting minutes? Try to.
Times
Any time.
Sure. Sketch meeting.
Maybe under the whole business.
Yeah. Then there's the others as well.
I will note that it was discussed that an effort was made to set up a meeting. We didn't get one set. Mr. Barden was not available. And tomorrow.
You did send, did you tell them that? You did send like a elevation picture,
I'd love to see that.
but it was a text message. It wasn't,
I don't think it's gonna get there.
I mean, if you just send it like a front picture and it's got different sizes of roofs, like you wanted, it just doesn't show all four sides of the building. It just shows the front of the building and it's got like different peaks and it's not just a box.
Well, we said that last time.
Well, it's apparently this is different.
All right, with those modifications. All right, so all in favor of approving the minutes, say aye. Aye. And are opposed?
And which I sent him a text message back, by the way, that said, we need elevation drawings, not just a picture of the front of the building.
Right.
And I have not seen elevation drawings.
And I really want to see the building on the map, on the survey.
Right.
Because we've all gotten bits and pieces throughout this whole process. It's to show what he's building on that survey map, showing the exit stairs out of the back. Step stairs going in the basement, front porches, all that, just as we're all back.
When there was a previous building there, as I recall, one of the major reasons it kept changing hands was the parking. So I would really like to see the parking plan Building.
They could fund it.
We did have a parking plan there. We gotta remember, he's only required to have 4.
Four spots.
Right.
Maybe it's 6 or something.
But I did read, and Andy is correct, I read somewhere that in that section, that site, you guys can require, it says right in there, you guys can require him to have more. Then it says
With rationing.
with rationale, it says it right, it says it plain as day, the planning commission
That's it.
has the authority to increase parking as needed or something.
Right. He's gonna have 30.
Yeah.
Buildings, 5 bedrooms, 2 floors.
You know, the facade, the exterior of the building, you go down to that area. I know they're all old, some are closer than they should be, probably to the sidewalk, but they're all at porches and different. Just
Yeah,
box and those.
that's my big thing too.
Yeah.
Even if
So
you have a.
the new drawing you sent
Level front porch that's
at least looks,
15 feet.
there's different peaks, it doesn't, from the street, it doesn't look like a straight box. So it has like the different levels that you guys wanted, so. But it doesn't show all 4 sides.
Right, he can't get all that square footage and, right, he's just putting a trim board on there to give you
Yeah,
a
right.
facade of a roof line. And that's what he's wanting to do is do the square footage. that he's-
So I'll direct him that he needs at this meeting to bring survey map. Doesn't need to go get more drawings and stuff to the sketch plan account, but he needs to come with the survey map over square footage, layout.
His new proposed building on that.
Yeah.
Overlay that. So
And you want elevation drawings of all 4 sides.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think that the elevation, you know, a rough sketch of the elevation would be okay.
oh, yeah,
And the placement for a sketch meeting, but for the actual site plan review, we should have actual plans
yeah.
with elevations
Right,
and.
right. Yeah, part of the point of the sketch plan account is, you know, to save the expense.
Yeah, we do it. Last item on the agenda is just to have a adjournment. We need a motion to adjourn. Now, I'm gonna get that. Mike's got the motion second. All right.
It was very.
All those in favor?
Aye.